Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Mouse Surprises Airline Passengers. Let's start with the warm-up questions. 1번. How often do you fly? 비행기를 얼마나 자주 타세요? I feel like I've had this question not too long ago. Not very often, no. I used to fly a lot in my early 20s when I used to work in different states in Australia. But now I don't. I'm going on a flight very soon to Australia. And I'm taking my daughter for the very first time, my 20-month-old daughter. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I just can't wait to take a screaming child onto a plane. I'm not anxious at all. 2번. Have you ever seen a mouse in your house? 집에서 쥐를 본 적이신가요? Not in my house in Korea, or not in any of my houses in Korea. In Australia, so I used to live in the countryside, and there is all sorts of wildlife in the countryside, and it wasn't rare to see a mouse in your house, especially where I lived. I remember seeing a family of mice in our house. It sounds disgusting, but it's a reality in some people's houses, like especially if there's a lot of boxes or clutter or whatever stacked up. I once saw a rat in our house this is in Australia, and I'm not kidding, the rat was, like, my head is pretty big, okay? So just imagine my head twice, right? It was huge. I was shocked. And I grew up in the country. I've seen really big snakes. I've seen really big frogs. I've seen huge animals before, but this rat was like, it was almost like a mutant rat. It was scary, very, very scary. And yeah, we never found that rat, by the way. I wonder if that rat is still alive. It was huge. Anyway, now let's look at the vocabulary and repeat after me. 1번. Oblige. 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 요청을 들어주다. I requested an extra packet of Korean chili paste or gochujang with my dinner, and the cabin crew kindly obliged. So to do what someone asks, or to do as someone asks, in order to help or to please someone. 2번. Scurry. 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 총총거리다. According to the BBC News, a mouse jumped out of the box of food when a woman tried to open it and then scurried away. Wow. So, yes, to hurry with quick, short steps. So, usually animals that we describe that scurry are mice, rats, hamsters, anything with short legs, basically. 3번. Freak out. Freak out. Freak out. 엄청나게 놀라다. He reported that nobody freaked out, although he did take the wise precaution of tucking his pant legs into his socks to keep the little guy from running up his leg. So freak out is to feel very uncomfortable or very scared in some sort of situation. 4번. Tuck. 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 밀어놓다. He reported that nobody freaked out, although he did take the wise precaution of tucking his pant legs into his socks to keep the little guy from running up his leg. So tuck is to simply to put like your shirt into your pants, or your socks, your pants into your socks, putting a piece of clothing into another piece of clothing or under a piece of clothing to make it look neat or whatever. 5번. Rodent. 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 솔치루. Although a small mouse might not seem particularly threatening, rodents are fond of chewing on electrical wires. So a rodent is an animal like a rat, a mouse, a beaver, a hamster, those kind of animals. 6번. Fond. 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 좋아하는. Although a small mouse might not seem particularly threatening, rodents are fond of chewing on electrical wires. Fond is to take a liking to something. All right, so that was the preview section. Now let's move on to the review section.